Welcome. Welcome. And welcome. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Joey Wobbs. And you're welcome to the show. We're going to be doing some transfer news on Chelsea. Welcome, Melon, to the show.
Thank
Big
you,
up,
bro.
everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Melon, how we doing today, my brother?
I'm doing very well, thanks. How you doing? You good?
Good. Maybe we'll see some more of the panelists roll in. I see Nathan in the chat. He's up and awake, so maybe we see him later.
Big up to them.
Big up Abdimas, big up Salman. You're and that shit always hits no matter what.
Yeah.
But I just want to go through some of the news, I want to go through some of my thoughts on what's going on.
Big up,
Get
Kelvin.
some of the panelists' thoughts as well, of course. But obviously we could probably start here because since I haven't been on since we got the Here We Go. Felix.
Felix.
Melon, we can start with you, bro. We could start on your side of things on what you think on Felix. What's your thoughts, bro? What are you thinking?
Thoughts? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I think I'm not sure necessarily if it's the signing we needed. I think if you're talking about Felix, you've got to talk about the money as well. And it's not a big fee for Felix at all. That's not my issue. I feel like our main target for now, at least from what I've heard and seen, is Osimhen. And I see the Gallagher departure as a way to get funds for that transfer. And I feel like all of it sort of, rather than going to Osimhen, it's gone to Felix. I'm not disappointed at all that it's gone to Felix. It was sort of really, I'm not sure, because it was also meant to be for, I've forgotten his name, but the striker from Atletico, right?
Rodion,
yeah. It was sort of, why did they do that? They said, oh, if Gallagher's coming, you've got to take him. Is it just funds?
Their funds, yes.
Yeah, from their side, yes.
Yeah, I think funds from their side for sure, yeah.
100%. If you look at the whole thing as a whole, I think we've done an absolute brilliant set of business. Because
like
I wouldn't have been
deal from like the club, right? And you just say
player for player.
This a good deal, like the 30 million or the 40 million that we ended up spending on them, right? Like, was this a good deal?
Yes.
Like if you look at the deal in context, right? It ends up being like the quality of the player for 40 million, or the quality of player that we gave up for 30 million or whatever it is. I think it's like a $7 million difference. Is awesome in the end.
It's absolutely
an awesome deal when you're talking about level of player, level of quality of player, what we already have in the midfield comparatively to what we have in the attacking areas. It's an awesome deal in the end. Like you're talking about like most teams in like the high end, in the top 6 and the top big 6, whatever you want to call it, right? They're a lot of their like cities bench. Most of their bench is around $30 to $40 million players. If they're not academy players, like this is, I know he took a pay cut to come to us.
Yeah. Most likely,
but if he took a pay cut, he thinks he can come and start.
I would say that's great on a mental side if he thinks he can come and start, but I would love for Maresca to set it up as a sort of, we know your quality, you've been here before, all the fans love you, but you've got to fight for a place, and I think that will set up a great sort of sense of competitive like nature in the team. I feel like if you're trying to start, you've got to fight for it.
Yeah, I would love for you to tell me how much we spent on Felix when we loaned him. I would love to. Maybe I thought it was around $5 million. That's what my understanding was. Maybe I'm forgetting something. since it was 2 years ago, and I smoke a lot of weed. Maybe I'm forgetting something. That may be true. I smoke a lot of weed, and I'm forgetting something. That might be true. But I'm not here to tell anybody that I'm perfect and I know all this shit off the top of my head, and I'm actually absolutely on point with everything. But from the most part, I do know what I'm talking about. I mean, it's a 5 to 6 year deal, 5 to 6 year deal in the end. No, it's a 6 year deal, 6 to 7 year deal in the end, right? And after, if you're talking about a 40 million pound player, right?
Yeah.
And everybody hates the word, but with the word amortization, right? If you split the 42 right out and divide it by 7, or let's just say 6, just for the sake of conversation, we don't extend, right?
Yep.
That's 7 million a year. Okay.
Roughly, yeah.
That's 7 million a year if we keep him for 2 to 3. Let's say we keep him for 3 years. That's 3 years we keep him. That's 21 million. So all we would have to sell Felix for in 3 years is 20 million to break even.
And I feel like a player.
Very, very, very doable.
Felix is quality.
Oh, guys, I'm sorry. Someone just came in. He deserves a welcome every time he's here. He knows that. Welcome. I don't know why I was looped though. I appreciate you, CNAC, for coming through. As always, I appreciate you, my dude. It was 11 million euros. Okay. Yeah, I did not understand. I didn't know that. Yo, salam Adib, salam Habibi, salam. Mafia, find me a video of one of the side talk homies doing just yelling, I'm gonna get that shit on here too. That's what I want. I want to get like a whole like compilation of videos that I'm gonna do in the beginning of it, like Mont on Big Six Vance, where he just does all the like the Drewski videos and shit. Like I'm trying to have like a little compilation of videos that I'm trying to put together myself, because I do like the idea. But when I do get all the videos together, I'm gonna have RSM just like put them all together. You know what I'm saying? In like one video. I need to find one of them though. Anyways, this Felix deal right here, in my opinion, is it raises the floor of the team, right? The idea is raising the floor of the team in this sense, right? It's mostly like we are sitting here and we're saying, okay, do we have to play Mudryk? Do we have? I mean, if Neto gets injured, would you start Mudryk or would you start Felix?
Felix, like clearly.
And we already know what type of injury history Neto has. So this is an insurance policy to Neto, in my opinion. Not only is it an insurance policy to Neto, it's an insurance policy to Nkuku, which everyone believes he's injury prone. I don't personally believe that, but it raises the floor. In the end, it raises the floor. Now we have 88 people in here. Just make sure you're liking the video and subscribing to the channel. We're on a road to 1K. We started this channel 3 months ago, everyone. 3 months ago, and we're already halfway there. Okay? 3 months ago, and we're nearly halfway there already. Okay? So we're 50 subscribers away from actually 45 subscribers away from 500 on the road to 1K. I would love to see I would love to see this channel get to 1K so we could start doing some cool shit like giving away jerseys and shit like that. Like that's just my kind of shit. Like I got so many Chelsea jerseys. I got jerseys that I want to get. I'll buy extra jerseys because I actually make money. Like I want to push this channel, you know what I'm saying, as much as we can. So that's what we're doing here. And I'm gonna give back as soon as I can, you know what I mean? Especially once we hit 1K. Abdimas is telling me that Neto is not injury prone. Only reason he got injured for Wolves is because he because they kept rushing him back and they had no backup for him. Like how Chelsea have backups for him, and we also play a possession-based system. I do agree that the possession-based system side of it will help him stay injury-free. I think it'll also, like with Nkunku as well, I think that'll help him tremendously. But even so, right, to have this kind of insurance policy for those two players is fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Chowing down on some food.
I have to, bro. I haven't eaten since noon.
What are you eating, bro? What are you eating?
Just like some Tostito rolls, like some like gamer 16-year-old bullshit.
Got a
Some warmer
got
up
a Mountain Dew as well. That's such a stupid fucking argument. The worst part
Go
about
ahead and talk about it. I was gonna read it out, but you any opinions on the Sky Sport piece about the 191 contracts? Go ahead.
Genuinely,
I got something to say on that. Yeah, I'm eating Lunchables, exactly 300. Go ahead.
The presenter was saying that if we release these players, you'd have to pay their wages in full when we release them. That's the main part of it, where it's just, what the fuck are you on about? Genuinely, like, I don't. There's got to be some sort of an agenda here with the entire thing, because it's ridiculous. With managers, you would do that, yes. With players, I don't think so. I don't think so, mate. It's ridiculous.
So for me with this, for this, let me actually go bring that up real quick.
And also, can I just say one thing about it?
Yeah, go for it.
The reason we have players on this long contracts is because we can. That's the whole thing. We can do that. We couldn't physically put that many people on that long of a contract each individually if we was in Europe. Because we're not, we can actually sign these players to longer contracts. And the reason we sign them to longer contracts is because then we pay out their the fee that we pay for them in a longer time. That's all it is. It's stupid. We bring this up as if it's something terrible. It's just brilliant business. That's all it is.
So this is funny to me, man. You know, anytime Chelsea does something different, anytime we've done anything different, anything that's different to what all the other clubs do, and we had to be different. We've had to be different for a long time. People don't realize that. People don't understand what Roman had to do to keep this club at the stature that what it was. 2 billion in debt, people forget about, bro. 2 billion in debt, people forget about. Okay, let's make that very clear. Okay, so people forget about that part of it. And God bless the guy; he did us wonders. Yeah, God bless him, the best owner in history.
Beautiful, best sports
owner in history,
best sports team owner.
Yep, in history. Okay. That being said, right? When you have a team, when you have a stadium that's half the size of your competitors, and you're trying to compete monetarily, and that monetary way of competing is one of two ways. You have ticket sales or you have player sales, right? The majority of it's either one of the two options. Everything else is pretty even across the board. Okay? Mm-hmm. That's the way it works. The TV money, pretty much even across the board. Everyone's going to be getting around the same amount of money in the TV deals. That's what it is.
Roughly, yeah.
That's what it is. Everyone's going to be getting, I mean, especially the top 6 teams, right? Like,
it's a lot of money as well.
Like they're all roughly going to be getting around the same type of TV money. Now, without Europe, right? We're in Europe, but you know what I'm saying. Without real European competition, it being in a real European competition, the amount of money the way that we have to work is going to be much more different than the way that everybody else works. It's just plain and simple. Now, ever since I've ever been a Chelsea fan, okay, my entire time of ever being a Chelsea fan, now it's been almost 15 years. Okay, like I've always seen us get this type of reaction towards what we've done every single time, no matter what it's been. If it's been the Roman loan scheme, if it's been the youth players that we just stowed away in another team that ended up being 10 years later being dissolved. Vitesse is not a team anymore, people, by the way. Okay. And that's basically because what Roman did. All the penalties and everything that they had to deal with, they had to dissolve the team. We should have bought him, by the way. That would have been a brilliant idea to just go and buy him. This whole the way that we act as a club and the way that we are putting these people on contracts. Nacholini, bro, do you realize this is my fucking channel? Do you understand this is my channel, bro? Like, what the fuck you think this is, dog? Get the fuck out of here. I'm talking right now. Get the fuck out of here. Anyways, and I didn't ban you. I muted you, so you'll be back in 5 minutes talking shit. I just wanted to finish talking, okay? Like the way that this whole thing works for us is every player that we buy is considered first team players. That's the way that they look at every single person we buy.
Yes.
Every single person.
Yep.
When it comes to all these other teams, right? They're not buying at the rate that we are. Okay? So when we go and we buy, we're buying to stow away these players to sell them later. We all know that. Most of us in this chat know that.
Yes.
Okay? Most of us in this chat know that. Maybe outside of Nacholini's empty brain. But most of us in the chat know that. When it comes to the way that they're moving, they're trying to move to keep us sustainable. And this is their idea of keeping it sustainable. They found a model that they think is, and even Brighton doesn't do this. You know what I'm saying? This is not what Brighton does. This is, we are creating a model at this current moment that's more like Leipzig than Brighton. Okay. But the idea of it ends up being is that we have other teams take on these players, not just us taking on these players. At this current moment, it's us. But the idea is in the end, if these players don't make it, a team like Strasbourg can buy them off of us, and they can go and develop over there.
Yeah.
Or we go buy a team in Argentina or Brazil, and we send David Washington and these the Gabriel Beck, fucking Kelly, man, send them over to fucking Brazil if they want, or send them to Strasbourg. But in this sense, right? Oh, see, this is Hoyland 9, Pino 9, and Nacholini 9 are the same person. So we just gonna put them in the same. Both put them in the timeout zone for a bit. Both of them, just you know.
Yes.
Put them in the timeout zone for a bit.
This guy has legwork, though.
This is my channel. I do what I want. This is a dictatorship here. Like, well, you don't get a word. You don't get to tell me how I can run my channel.
There's a hierarchy here.
There ain't no hierarchy. It's Joe's world.
It's just you on the top, everyone else on the bottom.
It's a Nacholini raid.
It's a Nacholini raid.
So this whole idealism that they have, like anything in England that happens in England that's different. Anything that happens in England that's different has to be talked about. See, he's back already. See, I told you, I ban one, the other one comes back. How many burners do you have, Nacholini? See ya.
Go power hungry.
I'm not power hungry. Yeah, exactly. This is the Republic of Wob Sports.
Hey,
welcome. Fucking the Republic of Wob Welcome. Exactly. Welcome to the Republic of Lock Sports.
Yeah, his third and fourth account
big
about
up,
to
guy,
raid.
Big up. Blue Cartel, exactly, son. So as for this, this is just them doing their normal spiel. What team do we want to pick on this year, bro? And it's been every single. How many Nacho Linis are there, bro? How many do I got to meet, man? Like, what's going on, dog?
I rate it, man. I rate it, bro. What the fuck?
It's unbelievable. How many Nacholinis are there, bro? But yeah, that's that, man. Like, I'm not. To me, this is all them they're just trying to stir up some shit for them to talk about. Jamie Carragher talking out of his ass. You know,
Oh my god,
that's just the normal shit that we've had to deal with forever. Remember back in the day, Jose, and obviously I'm always gonna quote Jose because Jose is my favorite coach of all time.
Yeah,
like with Jose, like, how do you, like, he always said that there was an agenda against Chelsea, bro, and I've always believed that for forever, bro, from forever, because I knew that I knew from deep down, I knew Roman wasn't doing like real good business. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, I knew that it wasn't gonna be real good business. I knew he wasn't doing good. He's doing some shady shit back there. I knew that. I knew that shit, bro. And from the beginning, they were always gonna pick on us because of that, though. You know what I'm saying? From the beginning. From the beginning, Mourinho said it. There was always going to be an agenda against Chelsea. Why? Because we do things differently. Because we are in the background. Back in the day, we were doing mad shady shit. Now we don't do shady shit. We just do the shady shit in front of you and then tell you, oh, it's a loophole. You can't do nothing about it. Sorry. Like, that's the difference between Roman and this ownership. Is Roman was doing it, but the door was closed, and he was doing this shit. These guys, they do it. They open. Look at, there's another Nacholini, son. How in the fuck? This guy has another shit. There's another Nacholini, son. Like, I got enough. I got my fingers here to do the timeout thing all day, Nacholini. Like, it's cool, bro. Like, I do this shit on my own. Like, even if Melo not here, I'll do this shit on my own. Like, I'm telling you, he's back, bro. Like, I don't even know what to do with him. I don't want to ban him either because he's too much fun in the end. It's too much fun to deal with him. You know what I mean? I don't know why.
Max doing up Werner in front of goal. My bad.
It's all good.
Just keeps on plugging, bro.
Yep. The CAA mafia. If you don't know why agents don't rule sports, understand what CAA is in basketball, and then you can understand that. Bro. Yeah, he's funny, bro. I'm not gonna front. Even though I get angry at him, he's funny as shit. That guy is hilarious. He is absolutely hilarious.
Guy's Kante level work rate, bro.
Yep.
But he's a dickhead still, so.
Nacho Brain's an inverted dickhead. Whatever the fuck that means.
Inverted dickhead out of position. You get me?
Liverpool raid.
Liverpool
raid. That's a good one, man. That's actually a good one.
You should have spelled it right, bruv.
Nah, he spelled it the way that it needed to be spelled.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna speak on this real quick. These Axel Disasi, and then we'll do a little bit of Victor talk at the end. Melon.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
About this news,
like, I'm gonna be honest with people, okay? Tapsoba, I really doubt Leverkusen sell Tapsoba. It's gonna take a fortune for them to sell Tapsoba. Like, they're gonna need 65 million to sell to buy Tapsoba.
Yeah, I'm sure they have the money, right?
Yeah, I
but
mean they did.
whether they want to buy him, because I'm sure Disasi is going to be just as well Prem proven if you want to include that, but well, not just as well of a player. Oh, I congratulations, you won.
All right, you won, bro.
You won.
All right. Like, if I don't got haters in that, I'm not doing something right.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, big up Torch,
Thanks,
man.
big up, Torch. I
Always.
appreciate you, bro.
Make sure she puts the notifications on though.
Yeah, like I know that my girl is watching right now. She probably not gonna be happy I'm saying this right now, but I know she's watching. But anyways, this is like this deal right here, in my opinion, is going to be what makes the difference between us getting a new center back or not, in my opinion.
You think?
Yeah, I think if we get rid of Axel Disasi, we'll be buying another center back.
I think mainly if we sold this,
but I don't think now. I think that my tin hat theory for center backs is out the window now that Anderson's gone. By the way,
and also Chalobah as well, because Chalobah's leaving as well.
I think here's the thing is I think they'll just ice Chalobah out even if he stays.
Yeah, that's what I think as well, because he won't get minutes. Like we want to protect his sort of values still, but so I'm sure you'll play him in some games, but I don't think he'll get too many minutes in the Prem if he doesn't get sold eventually in this transfer window or the next one. But Disasi, it's been real. It's time you get out,
bro. But why can't we just use Disasi? Why can't Disasi just be a good player for us? Why is he going to Newcastle and he might be a good player there?
I mean, Disasi, like, I'm not sure with him, really. He's one of them players I think always making mistakes. It's
chat. Would you guys sell Disasi? All right. If it was up to you, chat, right? If it's up to you, you have three people. You have three players that you can you could sell at this current moment. Well, let's just say two. Let's say you have the two players the two French guys you could sell. Because I don't believe they'll sell Levi Colwill next year. If Levi Colwill keeps playing this way, we'll be pushing the train of pure profit Levi Colwill. Or we'll do pure profit Levi Jeans. That's what we'll do.
Pure profit Levi Jeans, bruv.
Pure profit Levi Jeans, bro. So who would you sell? Would you sell Disasi? Would you sell Badia Shield? Like, obviously, like, we might end up selling both eventually, but like right now, which one would you rather sell? I wouldn't. I don't. Gomez. Nah, I'm not feeling Gomez. I like
Gomez
this
even
better.
work. Does Gomez even work in our system? Position style.
What if we sold Disasi, right? Yeah. Now we're putting real tin hats on, Melon. Now we're putting some real tin hats.
I'll go get some tinfoil.
Okay. So we're putting some real tin hat shit on now. What do we sell Disasi, right? And we swap Sterling for Bremer and some money. Like we give him money and Sterling for Bremer.
Where's Bremer
playing? He's the Juve center back.
Juve? Yeah. That's what I was thinking about Sterling, but swap as in.
And then Juve just went and bought the center back from Milan, so they got enough cover.
Yeah, could be. But would the swap be on a permanent basis both ways?
Yeah, I would think so, yeah.
How much does Sterling and
we probably would have to cough up some money on the wages, but that's
on the wages?
Yeah, we pay out the wages. It's probably like 15-16 million is my guess, because he's going to get a new contract on the other side. We just got to pay the difference. Say he gets a 3-year, 175 a week contract at Juve, right? Maybe 150, right?
Yeah.
we would pay the difference in that. So it'd probably be around, I would say, like 8 million, 9 million a year.
170 a week, roughly.
Yeah. So it'd be about 8 million, 9 million a year.
Just to make the deal happen?
That we would have to pay off, yeah.
Yeah, I think
that's why it's so expensive. Like, it's expensive for us to get rid of him.
I wouldn't get rid of Sterling. That's my take. I'd let his contract go down.
All right, chat. You guys have already started answering my next question. Who do you guys go and get next? Let me list off some names for you that may be available. I think Bremer would be available. Okay, I think Araujo may be available depending on the number. If we gave him a decent deal, I think Barcelona would sell Araujo. Let me say, I don't think Tapsoba is available, but I think him. I don't think any of those guys are available. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think either of those guys are. I think Jonathan Tah is available. I think if we wanted Jonathan Tah, we could go get Jonathan Tah.
In terms of centre backs, the one that really caught my eye was Bastoni.
Yeah, but Bastoni's not available.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
people can get that shit out of their head. Italians don't like, and you're asking an Italian to leave the Italian champions in Milan. It's just not going to happen. You're asking if you go for Bastoni, you're asking for a Zubamendi type situation to happen to you. That's what's happened. That's in my opinion.
Yeah.
Someone said Nathan said Scalvini, Diomande. Diomande, Giroud, bro. Yo, Wolfsburg does good scouting for center backs. I must say they do good scouting. I've always liked Maxence Lacroix, but it always seems like the guy next to Maxence Lacroix seems like the guy that's better for some reason every single time.
Wait, what's the pecking order for us?
I thought you were a United fan. Cauliflower. What are you doing? You got let's give me the light. Tamori. Oh, that's a good idea. Except he's not really good ball. He's not really like a good ball playing center back.
He's great physically, but I wouldn't say
he's not really a good ball player.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's good passing at the back.
You don't think Pop comes to us, Phineas? I don't know. Maybe.
Essentially, what we need is another toss-in. Essentially, that sounds crazy, but I mean the player.
Why we need another toss-in? That sounds crazy. Why would we need toss-in? Now, why would we need another one?
Another type of player similar to him. Like,
we just need a guy who's going to be the aggressor of the two.
Okay.
Like, that's my opinion. We need that's why I don't understand getting rid of Disasi, to my opinion, because he is that kind of guy. He's like the aggressor of the two of a pairing, where I think Colwell is the opposite of that. I
wish Thiago Silva was a bit younger, because I think if we had Silva, even though he does pass the ball out a little too slow for it, I think this guy.
Yo, I know. Joel just wants to raid Leipzig, bro. He don't care. He just wants to raid Leipzig, son. He just do not care. He wants to raid Leipzig, bro. Joel just wants to raid Leipzig. Yo, Tamori. Branthwaite. Varna. Varna, that's a good one, Varna. I didn't even try to put that into perspective. They probably would try to do a Branthwaite. You know what, Varna? You probably right on that. They might try to do something like that. You know, I'm not even going to front. They might try to do something like that, especially with what happened in Everton. Like, Nacholini, you could tell us. You a resident Manchester United fan that's an idiot. Can you tell us how much you bid for Branthwaite? Did you guys get up to 60 million or nah? Nah, that's not something you did. Yeah, PSG went and got Pacho William. That shit was a good deal. That was a good deal. Christian Romero. From where Christian Romero? Like not Romero from Tottenham.
Yeah, definitely not. Guy's way too aggressive, man. Not even aggressive as a footballer, just aggressive as a person, bro. I don't want to be playing with 10 men.
Yeah, I think I know they want 75 million, but how much did you bid just out of curiosity? Was it like over 50? I could look it up probably. Yeah, we do kind of need a. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think you guys only bid 50. Yeah, like around 50 for him.
It was
we do kind of do need a Romero type center back, but I don't like Christian. I don't like Romero.
They made a 35 plus 10, and then they also made a second bid of 45 plus 5. And I guess it definitely got rejected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we need and this is a different Romero because Christian Romero. I wouldn't go for Christian Romero, bro.
That's just horror signing
that
for
just
us.
like makes my head hurt just thinking about it. I'm not gonna front. Literally, just thinking about that guy makes my head hurt.
Look at TKL's comment.
Bro, I don't know why. There's over 100 people in here. Welcome everybody, bro. Welcome everybody, bro. I don't know how we got. Welcome everybody, bro. Welcome. Make sure you're subbing to the channel. I think we're like. Let me see if we got any new subs today.
Look at TKL's comment, bro.
Yeah, I got 9 new subs already. So we're 36 subs away from 500. Road to 1,000. We're real close to 1,000. And maybe if I keep banning Nacholini, he'll go on more of these channels and have to sub to my channel on each one of these guys. These. Maybe that would probably be a good idea, right? Let's just keep banning each Nacholini that comes in, so he has to sub on each one of his accounts. That's the idea, right? That would get me to close to 500.
Yeah, go sub only mode in the chat.
Turn on sub only mode, and then make Nacholini sub on every one of his.
Joey, you're a businessman. You're a businessman. I can see it.
This is how you think, my man. That's how you're supposed to think in life, bro. That's how you're supposed to think in life. Turn on sub mode and make Nacholini turn on sub on every single one of. I think I already got 9 of them from him. 9 subs.
You just look through. Oh, who subbed today?
Yeah, exactly.
Naturally.
Exactly, bro.
Nacho 17.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Let's pull up some more news. So Melon, who would you get? Because no, everyone knows Gahey ain't moving now. Now that Anderson's gone, not Anderson's moved. We know Gahey ain't moving. So who you getting?
If I could get any centre back in the world, it would be an unrealistic one.
And realistic, bro. Come on, we're trying to be realistic.
I'm not too sure, honestly. I ain't too well informed about the centre back market. That's not really my thing, but
Nathan, tell me the center back you want. Nathan, I want to know the center back you want in the chat. Tell me what center back you want, bro. If we sell Disasi, who do you want? Upamecano, son. Who? Anybody else? Anybody else got some names? Upamecano ain't moving, by the way, because they just sold the lit.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I would love for us to get Christensen back. That would be dope. That actually would be dope.
He's been playing almost like a DM, hasn't he?
Yeah, they don't really. I mean, it's only been one game, but they used him as a sub in the last game. Anselmino, bro. We already got Anselmino though.
They have some good centre backs, don't they, Barca?
They played the youngsters in the last game. They got cooked.
Yeah.
Lucas Costa's favorite center back, Kubarasi, got cooked multiple times. But if it wasn't for him, they would have probably drew that game. Like, he got cooked multiple times. Multiple times. Jonathan first name is who I want. And then if it's not him, I want Gleason Bremer. Bro, Joel, I just don't. Indika's a good shout, but I just don't think Leverkusen's going to sell anybody, bro. I really don't. Their center back depth is the strongest point of their team, in my opinion. They have great center back depth. Great. We're talking Hincape, Tapsoba, Kosanu, Jonathan Ta. You're talking, that's fantastic depth, bro. Every single one of them could start in most teams. Every one of those names that I just listed could start on most teams. I mean, and Kosanu and Hincape would work on both sides of our team too. So, I would like. I mean, any one of those Leverkusen center backs would be a good fit for us. Anyone, literally, there's not one of those center backs at Leverkusen that wouldn't work. Bro, I just don't like that. I just think it's pointless. You know, I just think it's pointless. I think I think VVD is probably like gonna go on a free to like Barcelona. Probably is my guess.
Since when was a Serbi 36? What?
Yeah, Serbi's been old.
He's been around for a while.
Yo, Donzo just got signed by someone, Jonathan. I just saw that Donzo got signed by someone. I thought Donzo was bro. I thought Donzo would have been a great signing, personally, but what do I know? I only watch fucking more football than most people forget.
Fuck is that supposed to mean? You said Thiago Silva, bro.
Thiago Silva.
At least spell his name right, man. Respect the legend.
That's what happens when you type it in on you have like an English keyboard and you try to type it in.
For real? I guess if you don't capitalize it, yeah.
Anybody else? Any other names that we can think of? Because it's gonna be a name that we don't know. Like we got to think of names right now. So when it does happen, we already thought of the names. It's Thiago Silva did score today. I saw that. Jonathan, more names though. More names, Jonathan and Joel. I know you guys are the scouts in my chat. More names, please. I really think it's going to be Ignacio. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Nah, not Dumfries. I think it's going to be Ignacio because I think that Jorge Mendes deal, with us helping him get Felix, is going to end up being like us helping getting Ignacio as well. I don't think Koundé moves Varna.
Oh, damn, he joined last year. Shit.
Vitek, bro. That's a name I haven't. That's a name that I've only seen in Football Manager.
How much would we really spend on one?
Huh?
How much would we spend on one centre back?
On Ignacio?
On any centre back, really?
I think Ignacio would be around 50 million, 60 million.
Yeah, shit.
But I think we would get 40 to 50 million for Disasi.
Really?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, for sure. I truly believe we would get 40 to 50 million for Disasi.
Oh, don't say Casemiro, bruv. No.
Give me Casemiro.
He does have centre back experience, to be honest. Some of the worst, but
I'm telling you, Jonathan. That's why my mind. That's exactly where my mind went, bro. And that's, bro. That like as soon as we started getting links, like as soon as I saw this, my mind went to who does Jorge Mendes have on his books? That was the exact thing that went to my mind, bro. The exact thing that went to my mind. I called for Nathan and Nathan showed up. I appreciate you, Nathan.
Big up, Joey. Big up, everyone. Yeah, my phone just died when you said that. That asked me to suggest.
wait. You can proper welcome. Welcome. So, Nathan, talk to me, bro. What is your thoughts on this whole? Should it be Axel Disasi or should we be moving on from somebody else? And then the second thing that I have a question for you: if we do move on from Axel Disasi, who do we go and get?
Okay, so with Disasi specifically, he's the older of the centre backs, right? I think only Tosin is older, is like up there with age, yeah, in terms of age. So it kind of makes sense why they might want to move on to Disasi, to be fair, but he hasn't really. I mean, it's hard to really analyze him, to be honest, but he hasn't been great. But then who has been great out of our defenders? There's been interest in Disasi as well. I think only Badiashile was linked to AC Milan a few weeks back, but none of our centre backs have been linked with moves away. So I think now that there's going to be movement with other players like Gerhi and Tapsoba as well, that possibly Disasi ends up getting bought by someone. So yeah, look, I'm not
gonna be
too
honest
upset
with you, bro. Leverkusen came out earlier this month and said they are not selling any of their players.
I mean, the only one I thought was going to move was Jonathan Tah, but that just didn't happen, did it? Dortmund, Bayern just didn't get that deal done. So yeah, look, if Leverkusen want to keep their players, it's understandable. Keep that core group together from last season, but yeah, look, Disasi, maybe, like I said, maybe it's because of age and because he hasn't performed. I don't know if he's on what wages he's on right now, but I can't imagine he's on too crazy wages. But
nah, he's movable. He's movable.
Yeah, he seems movable. Yeah. So look, if there's interest in a player that isn't performing, this ownership's going to get rid of him. So it is what it is. And as far as who to replace him with, look, there's the Italian Serie A market, because obviously a lot of them clubs.
This is what I mean, bro. This came out from the Bayer Leverkusen Extra just earlier today. Like, it's gonna be Disasi, boys. Like, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be Disasi. Like, look at this, came out 5 hours ago, and this is a Saudi deal. Look at that. Look at the numbers around that.
Oh my days!
I'm telling you, it's gonna be Disasi, bro.
Yeah.
When I saw the other name on there, I was like, well, that's not happening. And I was like, well, Disasi's definitely someone that would be someone that we probably would sell.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring up TBB. Actually, first, let me go through a couple more, and then we'll get to who you want. Okay.
Yep.
Because some people did bring up some good names. Diakate from TPB, which is a name I haven't heard in a while. Van Heck from Brighton. Leave me out of any deal with Brighton.
Yeah.
What do you think about Antonio Silva?
Antonio Silva. It's just too young, bro. He's too. It's too early in his career, dude.
He's kind of in the same category as Joao Neves. They're just being overhyped too soon. They're obviously performed for.
They're gonna be good players, though.
They're going to be good players for sure, but not right now. It's too soon for a move.
It's just too soon, bro. It's just too soon.
Because if they move to a big club, right, everyone's going to expect them to straight away hit the ground running.
Yeah. Melon just dipped. It just lost his mic. But Giancarlo Ignacio has been the captain of his team. Antonio Silva is an 18-year-old. That's the difference, in my opinion. You know, I would love for us to go for this one, to be honest. This is the one that I would say I want us to do. Ignacio is the one that I think we will do.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, for the most part, Portuguese centre backs do well in the Premier League. That's
I
true.
mean, the last one that came here was Diaz.
And I'll be honest, I didn't rate him at the start. I thought he was a bit too much of a gung ho defender trying to win the ball too early, like a Romero. But I'll tell you what, the last season and a half, he has got better with
Romero, right?
his decision making. No, not Romero. I'm talking about Diaz, Ruben Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz.
Like,
Diaz is a quality defender, bro.
Yeah. He puts his body on the line for sure. It's more his tackling and positioning that was a bit of an issue with Diaz with me, but he's starting to get better. I'll give him that. So he's definitely proved.
Yeah,
Romero's
Ignacio's a 23-year-old captain. That's the kind of player we need. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's what Jorge Mendes is telling. That's what the Jorge Mendes is telling Igbali. I have a 23-year-old captain at Sporting Lisbon you can get for 60 million right now. That's what he's telling him. And he's telling him I'll facilitate the deal. I'll make sure it happens. Just give me the money.
Yeah.
Like that's what he's saying. Again, it literally like Leverkusen has no reason to sell. Exactly, Donzo. You're 100% right.
Yeah, they don't need the
money. Sassi's the only one of our center backs that tries to organize the line, wants to defend first, dominates the air, chips in with goals, and he could be a backup, sell another. I would agree with that. I was actually kind of excited to see Disasi this season with this team. Like I thought it'd actually work out pretty well for him, to be honest. But looks like we're getting 50 million for him.
Yeah. That's the thing. Is specifically like a left-footed center back or just a general ace?
Because, bro, like you're gonna offer 50 million to Tapsoba. Tapsoba has already been declined. Leverkusen already declined 50 million for Tapsoba. So that means you're going for Disasi. Like this was earlier today.
Yeah, Renato Vega at centre back as well.
Yeah, Vega. Yeah, he's got the build for it.
You know, what a player.
Yeah, 5
Whether we see him there or not, that's a different story.
Vandenberg.
That's the thing. Like people looking at like obviously you want to go for like a well-known player, so to speak, but there's a lot of unknown players, like not as well-known players around the world that would be just as good, if not better, options for us.
Way cheaper as well.
And potentially cheaper, of course. Yeah, the more well-known the player is, the more
my guy knows,
they're going to go for.
Yeah, it's just the hype and the money.
That's the thing. Bro, like I don't see Euro as being overhyped.
Hey, Joel, good names, Joel. Good names. These are both good names. These are scouting names. If you know Ndimishai, and I know I'm mispronouncing it, if you know him, bro, that's a good player right there.
We'll just call him Dave.
He was a good player, bro. I just don't think Schlotterbeck's available. We're talking more available players. Hey,
he plays more of a fullback anyway.
Big up, Pepe. As you know, Pepe, actually, let me give you a proper welcome, my friend. Let me give you a proper welcome.
There you go.
Welcome, Pepe. Yeah, playing a high. I don't think we are playing a high line, man. I don't think we're playing probably more of a mid block than a high line.
Yeah. They're trying to drop back the high line anyway.
I heard Hanko is not for sale. That's what I heard. I heard Hanko's not for sale. Like
Amel Bella-Kotchap was linked to Germany, wasn't he?
Salisu was at Southampton, yeah.
Yeah, Mohamed Salisu, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say poor man's, but I like Ignacio a lot, especially if he's gonna be he's left-footed. I'm thinking that's the only downside to it is he's left-footed. Yes. Bro, now we're talking. I love Simikan. That's I think it's a Joel or a Jonathan signing. Bellacopa, I brought Bellacopa up a long time ago because that's a Joe Shields signing.
Bella-Kotchap.
Yeah, Bella-Kotchap, yeah.
That's a Joe Shields signing. but I don't think he's better than what we have at this current moment. Like, not for sure better. You know what I'm saying? I think if they're gonna sell Disasi, they're gonna get someone who's for sure better.
Yeah.
That's why, in my mind, it's got to be this is why I'm trying to brainstorm this with you guys, because this whole Disasi thing is very interesting to me. Okay, this is very interesting to me, because this pretty much tells me that now that they're walking away from Gahey, right? Or they're now that maybe even Newcastle's not going, or Crystal Palace is not selling Gahey at all because they sold Anderson, right?
Yep.
That means if they're gonna go get Disasi, I think we're gonna end up going and getting a center back.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
You know, I really do. I really think we end up going and getting a center back. Now, who makes me very curious, because I don't think it's going to be Joe Gomez. Like, that was lightly linked by some Liverpool sources mostly, and like we haven't seen anything from the Chelsea side, and we're like Jarell Hato, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I love Simakan, bro. He's the kind of player that the fan base would absolutely like die for, bro. To be honest, I thought Disasi was a guy that they would really enjoy just because of his energy and the type of player that he is and the type of energy that he brings, right? But he makes too many bozo mistakes. Where Simakan, it's like, bro, it's like Disasi, but he got pace. He got everything that Disasi got, but he got pace. And he can play right back if need be. Like right-sided center back kind of situation, like the way that Reece has.
Yep.
So, but bro, I just thought of it. If we consider Reece a right-sided center back, that means we have Wesley, Tosin, Reece, right?
Yeah.
We only have 2 left-sided guys. That means we probably go get a left-sided guy.
Left-sided center back. All right.
Where's your tin hat?
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. The tin hat's hung up right now. I have it hung up in the top. Let me zoom out real quick. We could probably
wearing it in spirit.
Yeah, it's up there. Up there
somewhere there.
Let me see. I got the tilt thing situation.
No way you can tilt it from there.
It's up. It's just above the jersey. Yeah, it's not tilting. Camera's not tilting.
Well, you can do that from your computer.
Yeah. I could tilt the camera.
Oh, mad.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Bro, I love Bisek. I said that when we did the Inter-watch along. Remember? We were sitting here, Nathan. I told you guys, I was like, man, I actually think that Bisek guy, if we went and got that kid, he's a kid too. He ain't that old. He's a kid. And Singo is more of a fullback, Nelks. He's just being used as a center back.
Yeah.
Singo, before Monaco made him a center back, he was playing up and down fullback like fucking Chilwell. But I think it'll be a left-sided guy. That's why Ignacio makes him Ignacio or Hincape, bro.
Unless they go back in Italy, maybe. There's a few options there. Trust me on that.
Murillo actually would be an option at that point, but I don't really like that idea.
No.
He's short.
See, Gleason Bremer would be a good option, but
yes, Gleason Bremer was brought up by somebody in the chat. I apologize if I don't remember your name in the chat. There's over 100. There's 100 people in here now. But
you could attempt to try and get Scalvini. I'm not saying Atalanta would want to sell him, but how much? But yeah, it's highly unlikely. But someone like a Jean-Claire Todibo, maybe obviously wouldn't be costing way too much, maybe in the 45, just under 50
Yes,
mil region.
here you are. Here
Yeah,
you
that's
are.
an unconcerned
This
cafe
guy,
patron.
a concerned cafe patron.
Yep.
What a fucking name.
It really is. It really is. But I'm looking at someone like Alessandro Buongiorno. That's another one. He's a left-sided centre back as well. Torino. He's a player.
Nathan, the reason why I keep on saying Ignacio is because of that George Mendes link.
Yeah. George Mendes has a knack of obviously spruiking his players to other clubs.
I mean, he's already done it with two players. You don't think he wouldn't do one more?
Oh, 100%.
You know what I'm saying, Nelks? You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, and Bastoni wouldn't be 70 million, bro. East Santiago, not in this market. I'm telling you, this Ignacio thing can't get out of my head. Left-sided center back. We have 3 right-sided center backs, realistically.
Yeah. But just.
You think so? If this is the case, then Simicon's the one. If this is the case.
You kind of just described Vega, to be fair, but
I mean, I'm just saying, but like that's the left-sided one, right?
Yeah, he can play left back or center back, and also
yeah.
DM
So
if he
like
needs
that's
to,
the left-sided guy, right? Then if that's the case, then Simicon's the one. Simicon or Hincape, those are the 2 options on both sides.
Is Hincape the same guy that was at is Ecuador?
Yes.
Ecuadorian, yeah.
Oh.
Plays for Leverkusen.
Get him.
We were doing watch along.
Well, that's the thing, right? Leverkusen not going to rinse us for the money that they could potentially get for him. That's the problem, Melon, with that particular deal.
I've seen him multiple times now, and he's quality.
Mafia. That's the one they would ask 100 million for. Bastoni would be the one they would ask 100 million for.
100 mil.
Yeah. That's the one that 100 million.
Hey, this is Italian clubs we're talking about. They rinse us for every penny they can get, but they won't buy our players for hit value. So
yeah, bro, now it's like I got this. I know that you got the you also got the scout hat on, and I know Jonathan and Joel both got the scout hat on. I know you guys are all on that scout hat, but Simicon, bro, that's one. I would love that shit. Yep, Maxence LaCroix. I think he's not at the level that we need him to be, though. I think he's like a step below. He's like mid-table level at this current moment, Marlon, in my opinion. And I've been watching him for quite a while, to be honest. Yeah, and I mean Bastoni's not leaving. We know that. We've been talking about that for a while. We know that Bastoni's not going nowhere. But this is such an interesting conversation to me.
It is. Because we weren't really thinking about center backs.
Such an interesting conversation to me. I am enthralled with the type of players that we potentially could get. Like enthralled. Like I want to understand exactly what we decide to go for. But I have a feeling it's going to be one of them ones where it's like, there we go. That was weird.
Van Dijk next year. That's a pretty wild theory you got there, but
Van Dijk next year.
This tin hat theory?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that shit ain't happening. But I appreciate the theory. Appreciate the theory. Hincape plays left center back, left back. Bro, you don't gotta tell me about Hincape. We were doing watch-alongs over for that fool during Copa. We had a keen eye on Hincape. Keen eye.
We did, yeah.
That's why it's a tin hat theory. You know, I get it. I started this channel on a tin hat theory.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see if Newcastle is serious with their interest in Disasi, to be fair.
Exactly.
Once the whole Gehi think, yeah, they're not going to pay the 70 mil Crystal Palace once, so they're going to move on. Especially now that
Yeah, I agree.
old Anderson.
This is why I think it's Ignacio, bro.
Hmm.
That's why I think it's Ignacio. Who do you think's too aggressive, TPB? Simicon? Because that could be the case. And Rich, who do you think is overrated? Because I don't know who you're talking about.
Hmm.
And absolutely not. Newcastle would never sell Botman. They're trying to buy a center back. Why would they sell their best center back?
Yeah.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, relax with that one.
Nkape, you think Nkape is too aggressive? Okay, that's fair. Dejalo, it's too early, but I appreciate the another good name though. Another good scouting name, Marlins. Another good scouting name. You've been playing your FIFA career modes.
Yeah, that's facts.
Kilman just moved
Max
to
Kilman,
West Ham,
he just went to
partner.
Wolves. Yeah.
He just went to West Ham. He just got bought by West Ham.
Yeah. Went West Ham from Wolves.
You're saying he's not aggressive, but you're saying he is. You're not saying he's too aggressive. You're just saying that he is aggressive. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean Ken Durance, bro. It's all right. So Ken Durance, to give you the idea of what we just went through, right? This report from David Ornstein comes out, right? Ken Durance, and Axel and the Gahey deal can't be triggered, right? But Leverkusen just rejected a 50 million pound deal from Newcastle for Tapsoba. And that means they're probably going to go in for Disasi. So, which probably means we're getting another center back. Okay? That's what it probably means in the end, Ken Durance. Now, I wish this was the case, bro, because I do love Schlotterbeck, right? Like, I actually think if it was Schlotterbeck, I would be, it's okay, Logic. You're good, brother. But I know what your Nuri Sahin has said about Schlotterbeck in interviews for Dortmund, because my best friends out here are Dortmund fans. So, like, I know he's not going anywhere. Like, I know that for a fact. We would have to pay dumb money for him, bro. Like, I'm just like, I'm once again, you know me. I'm a, if you guys have that came to this channel for long enough know me. I'm gonna put the logic hat on, right? I'm gonna give you like what's logical and what's not logical, right? Like, I'm always gonna tell you like that this is a logical idea or this is not a logical idea. Now, the two that I've really have some serious, like, I would say are the ones that I would say are ones that I would seriously say are considerations, right? Are going to be Giancarlo Ignacio from Sporting Lisbon and Bella Copa. These are the two that I think that are for sure on the list of players that we would go for, like for sure, like I like 100%, right? In my opinion, that's 100% that those are players we would go for. 100%.
Kotsab didn't go to Hoffenheim because he failed a medical, didn't he?
And then the last one, right?
Yeah, something like that.
And then the last one, right, is in my opinion, the last one that we would go and try and get is Gleason Bremer. That's the last one I would go and get. Kishian, unfortunately, Gahey, bro. Unfortunately, Gahey is gonna stay because Crystal Palace sold Anderson today to Fulham. So this is the domino effect that's causing all this. Okay, so now that Gahey is not available, right? Newcastle's going to a different place and selling and buying Disasi from us. That's why we're sitting here and Mafia is funny, bro. Someone else read this. I ain't reading this.
Oh my days.
Hey man, fuck it.
That's the same shit, the rhetoric that they use against us. If we don't win the next 2 years, Cole Palmer going to be sold. So, like, you know what I mean? This rhetoric, as funny as it is,
This is
and he's
stupid.
right. We have a history of nicking Arsenal's players and making them have better careers, but it's not happening. If
You
he's going
guys
to leave
play
Arsenal,
Ake
he's
right now.
would City sell? Okay,
Would see so who?
I don't think so. He's quite
Ake.
integral for him. Fullback and centre back, they use him. So I don't think so.
Ake.
Yeah, Nathan Ake, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's experienced as well. Like, he's in that age range. They'd want to keep him in case they go and buy a replacement for Cancelo. Yeah, when they get rid of Cancelo, then obviously they want to get like probably get a younger defender in. So they'd want to keep the experience, like your Arke's, the Kanjis, and all that.
Is
'cause they're
Cancelo
so
still on the
integral to
books?
He is. They're trying to get rid of him though.
Yeah, they're trying to
Most
get rid of
likely
him.
on loan. To be fair, not sell.
Cancelo?
Yeah, Cancelo. Yeah.
I'm saying Cancelo to us on loan.
Oh, to us.
Why do we need a fullback?
We got Gusto and James though. To be fair, so
Yeah, why do we need a fullback?
And he's way too attacking.
We
like,
need a center
defensive
back,
work
bro.
rate's
We
not
need a
his
center
thing.
back. We don't
Yeah.
need a fullback. We need to
Yeah, we
fix
need
the
center backs.
defense. We don't need to talk about another fullback.
Yeah.
Trying to get off target. Yeah, I know another Cobham boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right with that, Freon.
The one I would love though, Nathan, is Arujo. If we could get Arujo, I personally, I think that would be the one that I would love to get.
I always get confused. We're not talking about Ronald Araujo from Barcelona because I'm just.
It'd save Barcelona a whole lot of shit, and they'll start fucking up the world with that 80 million.
So you're talking about Ronald Araujo, yeah, from Barcelona.
Yeah.
I'm watching him for a few years. Like, yeah, yes.
I don't Logic. I don't think we can wait a year, bro. You see our center backs? The center back, Nelks, the center back. We don't need to talk about fullbacks. We just talking about center backs. And they already sold the fullback, by the way, to somebody else. I don't remember who.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, in these situations, you would literally ask the question, why would Virgil van Dijk sign for us? If he's already won the league, won the Champions League with Liverpool, he's most likely leaving the country. He's not staying in England.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I like the shithousery he brings.
Yeah, he definitely has that about him. Like, so that Rudiger-esque, like sort of loves the shithouse, loves to put opponents off and whatnot.
But he
has
can't
a little
stay healthy
moment
either. And I know Lucas Costa is going to cook me for this opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of Ronald Araujo, but he could maybe coach him to be a little less.
Logic, you don't like any of the like he does have an injury concern too.
Yeah.
Logic, you don't like any of the available options? Not one?
Oh, that's the phrase,
Not
available,
one?
huh?
I mean I don't know, bro. Like,
you offer the right kind of money to play.
I like Goncalo Ignacio. I've always liked. I thought Liverpool getting in Goncalo Ignacio, like, for sure. I thought they were going to get him for sure. Like, I thought that was going to be the left center back signing that they were going to make. And to me, like, I love the signing. If we get Goncalo Ignacio, okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think that's Logic. There's like 3 center backs in the world that really move the needle, though. It's just like Rudiger. It's like Rudiger, VVD, fucking Eder Militao, and 2 of them are fucking at Real Madrid.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm thinking because I think Arujo would be possible. That's the reason why I'm more like, I don't think Militao is like,
Yeah.
I don't think he would want to leave anyway.
Yeah, that's
No
the thing.
need to leave.
So Varna, that would be Bella Copa. If you think it's gonna be this, it's gonna be Bella Copa. That's what it's gonna be.
Wasn't Lavia also part of their academy?
Yep.
He was.
They've actually produced some pretty good talents, to be honest.
Yeah, they do.
They have a very good academy for sure. It's just they don't
Yeah.
all get in the team. Like Cole Palmer did, like Oscar Bob is now, Jason McAtee.
I think it was honestly Oscar Bob's year, you know. Kind of feel bad
It
for him.
was.
Mafia.
Yeah.
Do you understand how much chest I would have if we got both these players?
And to be fair, Bella Kotchap was never from City's academy as well, by the way. They bought him.
Yeah, but they brought him into the academy, bro. They bought him into the academy. Like we are doing right now, that's what they were doing, but they were doing
No,
it
he
for a
was
while.
never ever affiliated with Man City. I'm a Bella Kotchap.
He wasn't?
No such. He was always in Germany until he ended up at from Bochum to Southampton.
And Southampton?
Yeah, he's always been in Germany.
That's the Joe Shields link. Then that's the only link it has. Because Joe Shields was at Southampton at the same time as
Correct.
Lavia and them, man. That's how he got them all.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, 300. Nothing is really guaranteed. Like, there are such transfers no one saw coming, like a Barcelona type player going to Real Madrid and whatnot, like a Luis Figo, Ronaldo and all that. So, yeah, like, of course, if you offer them the right kind of wages, and they just want to change places. But it's like the whole Sterling situation, yeah, with United. I'm like, I know he played for Liverpool, but hey, if they offered him decent wages and whatnot.
Yeah,
replace
Pedro
Rashford,
Porro's academy, City Academy player. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
actually.
Pedro Porro was. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, you can get players that just
City
come from the
actually
academy
had
and say
like
they get
first
in.
refusal to get him back before Tottenham did, and they didn't want him.
Nope. I understand if you don't fit in the team or you don't really want him for that matter, then yeah, it's just.
I mean,
what
he's
it
just
is.
another like Joao Cancelo type player, like really bad defensively, decent
Yeah.
going forward.
Almost like a winger, pretty much.
No, what's happening though, right, in football right now when it comes to fullbacks is like the old school like left mids. They've turned them into fullbacks, but those left mids still can't defend for shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like putting Pires, right, who is like an old school left mid, and putting him at fullback because he can attack, right?
100%.
But Pires, he's not going to sit there and defend that well, no matter where you place him in defense. Doesn't matter where he's still going to get but he's an old school touchline left midfielder. Like that's what a lot of these guys are. That's what Pedro Porro is. He's an old school touchline right midfielder.
That's almost what I'd see happening with Beckham, as crazy as it would sound.
Yeah. I mean, Beckham was exactly that. Beckham is literally like what they would do with Beckham is what they did with Trent. They put him at right back.
Yep.
Same sort of thing with the Reece James, but not anywhere near.
Reece actually can defend.
Reece can defend. That's the thing. He literally is the definition of a right back.
He can actually defend, but I think that's a product of his dad. Like, his dad's
such a well-rounded player.
Yeah,
he really is.
Honestly.
That's why when those Trent debates come along, it's like Trent can't.
Yeah, TAA is basically Beckham of this era.
Yeah,
that's what he is. I mean, that's what Trent is. He's just a wand of a right foot.
Oh, 100%.
And
crossing ability. Yeah.
And Beckham's crosses are like iconic. They're pinpoint.
It makes me sick watching people cross the ball today. I'm not gonna lie. It absolutely makes me sick the actual lack of quality on crossing in today's game.
Bro, you start talking about that freaking Lucas Costa will show up. Start talking about football from the 1930s.
1930s.
It's such a difficult skill though, crossing.
Nah, and I'm just.
No, it really is. If you put in the work in training, you can hit the ball properly.
It's the funny thing is me and Lucas are probably around the same age, so it's
I thought he was in his 30s, to be honest.
Yeah, he is. He's like my age, bro. He's not much more. If he's older than me, it's probably like by 2 years at most. Like he's not much older than me whatsoever. And it's like, and like we talk about football from like when we were growing up. I always feel like when I'm talking to some of you guys that are in our chat, I'm like, I wish you guys got to watch Ronaldo grow like when I like the way that I got to watch Ronaldo. Like watching R9 back in the day, bro. It's like a different level of football. Like that is only 100%. Describable by watching it. It's like
unless you go on YouTube and just watch some clips back. Yeah,
and I just missed him as well, which is fucking ridiculous, man. Started watching football in 2007.
Ouch.
Yeah, I'm talking like the
Yeah.
2000.
Yeah, if you're a 90s kid like
2003 days.
Joey
Yeah,
and
we finally got a
Wesley
winger
Wilkerson.
that can cross. Now, ain't that some shit?
Yeah.
Like we finally got a winger that can cross. And we don't got anybody for him to cross into. Oh, yeah,
It's almost like there's a Victor Osimhen shaped hole in the middle of the goal.
Yeah.
We don't have nobody for him to cross into, man.
Oh man.
Oh my days.
Was R9 really the best player you've ever seen play?
Oh,
Yeah,
100%. It's not even
question.
exaggerating. Like today's day and age, right?
Not
Everyone
even
stands like just utter garbage plays based on like one or two flicks and tricks. We're talking about a guy who could not only do that, like a player not going to only do that, but literally was a striker that was not your stereotypical height for a striker. People think of like 6'2", this and that. This guy was quick, skillful, football IQ, passing ability, and shooting like you've never seen
Powerful.
before.
Could
Yeah.
build
Conceivably
up,
fast.
could head the ball, could control the
He's
ball.
strength man as well. You
Yeah,
couldn't bump this guy off the ball even if you tried.
Everything. If it,
Low center gravity.
there is no mess. I'm telling you right now. Ronaldo and Ronaldinho ran so Messi could walk, bro.
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't for those two guys, like without those two guys in this atmosphere, Messi would never be Messi. He would have never.
I mean, yeah, with Dino,
would have made him a robot. Messi always played with freedom. That's why when he played with Ronaldinho, Ronaldinho made him one of the best players in the world because he always knew how to allow him to play with the freedom that he needed to play with. When it was Ronaldinho and him at a young age, it was like watching the old version and the new version happening at the same fucking time, bro. Yeah. When he was wearing like 39 or some shit. Like it was like
passing the torch almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a way. This is like the definition of like true football expression, the way them guys played football. Yeah. It's not like, we keep hearing the phrase of like players that are like too structured, like they've been coached too much to the point where they don't know how to express themselves. Whereas these guys, they're the complete opposite of that. They're like literally throwbacks in every sense of the word.
That's why Felix gives me joy. Getting Felix.
Yeah, same here. He's an old school
because
number 10.
He's an old school style player. He's there to play with enjoyment, the freedom
to entertain people. We all saw Savinho, right? Savinho, what he did to us, like that's the same thing. Savinho is an entertainer.
Brazilian football is coming back, bro. I'm telling you, it's coming back. It just needs it's in its infancy.
Gabriel Meck.
That's what it is. It's in its infancy.
They'll have a renaissance
of it. It's coming back.
Yeah,
the era
Andre Santos
will come back.
Oh yeah, Brazil football will come back in the next 2 to 3 years with Andre Santos and all them other guys.
The thing is Felix. The thing is with this fan base, once they have Felix on the pitch and they're watching Felix, they're gonna be Joao Felix. Oh, Joao Felix. Oh, they'll be all over him because the way that he plays, bro. As soon as he touches the ball, the type of style and I'm not going to use the A word. The pizzazz that he plays with, the freedom that he plays with. It's gonna it brings you to your feet, bro. It just brings, no matter what. I'm sitting in my house, it brings me to my feet. Like a simple turn that Lavia did in the other game. I was like, he cooked him. I'm up. He's cooked. Like, bro, like Lavia, like these are gonna be the type of players, bro.
Oh,
these are gonna be the type of players.
Yeah. People will see. I can't stand it when people keep comparing certain men to like other players. Like, oh yeah, Joao Felix is a shitter version of Christopher Nkunku. Like, what are men looking at when they watch football? Like, genuinely, like.
Welcome, bro. I'm so blessed. Like you guys are up at like. Let me say something, son. It's probably like 3 p.m. or later, bro. 3:30 p.m. or later, bro. And I got like over 50% of you that watch my channel are from Europe. And you guys are over 100 of you are in here. bro, I appreciate all of you that came through. Like, I appreciate you all. I'm saying it's late for some of y'all, you know? It's super late or super early for some of y'all, you know? So, like, I really do appreciate you guys. Like, I appreciate you guys coming through and just sitting here watching us talk football for an hour 30 that we've watched. I really do appreciate that shit. 3:30, 3:35, you know, it's late for you guys. So I appreciate you guys coming through and like talk and like hanging out and talking with us. You know, I really do appreciate that. 100 people in the chat at this hour is fantastic. It's like Nathan, I didn't make this channel for so long because I didn't expect people to be able to watch. People would watch my channel this late. You know, that's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought. I didn't think of people from it. So, and this makes me feel like, bro. I know, Kevin. I'm in Arizona. You're not that bad, you know. But like, hey, like I that's all I'm saying is like I appreciate everybody coming through. I appreciate you guys coming through. It's like it's 4:30 in the morning for you, Nathan. It's 3:30 in the morning for most of the people that are in England. And there's 100 people in here. Like the night owls are live, bro. They're mad live, and I appreciate y'all. So I just gotta say thank you again. And we're gonna keep doing this. We're just gonna keep doing this. Like we're gonna keep doing these late night shows for the Chelsea fans. You know, yeah, me too, HD. Me too. I'm on West Coast time too, HG. I'm on West Coast time. That's why I'm saying that. I appreciate these people that are up this early and at late at night and watching my show. I really do. Now that Prime's here, we might as well talk about Victor, right?
Yes.
All right, give me 1 second. Let me pull up some news real quick.
Can't fucking wait for this to happen, man.
Oh, 100%.
Can't wait. He's exactly the player we need for me.
It's like a giant hole that I've been saying we've had for over 3 months. I didn't see what happened here. Oh, George Mendes just working his magic. That's what's happening.
Oh, of course.
All right. So Chelsea are prepared to announce Joao Felix as a signing today. Docs all sealed. We talked about that earlier. Armando Broja to Ipswich. We did not talk about that, but it's brilliant business. We're Ipswich fans, by the way. Yep. Everyone here is Ipswich fans. And we'll bring up Armando Broja here in a bit once we talk a little bit more about Victor. And then Romelu Lukaku to Napoli. All parties involved. It feels like it's going to happen. Well, no shit, it's going to happen. We knew it was going to happen. You better run us our money. That's what it comes down to.
24 mil was their latest offer, wasn't it?
Yes.
So, yeah, we declined their latest offer from my understanding.
Yeah, of course. These guys are taking the piss.
Because, I mean, if they're not going to give us a discount on Victor, why would we give them a discount on Romelu Lukaku? That just doesn't make any sense. 100%. And it obviously does not seem like they're going to give us a discount on Victor. So, where's your no discount on Lukaku, bro? This is what happens, ADL. You now you have an angry manager. You have a $100 million player sitting in your second team, and just training away. Training away with the second team. Well, you could have money in your pocket rebuilding your team so Antonio Conte could possibly win you another Scudetto, because that's what he does. He fucking wins. So you give him the opportunity, you give him the players that he wants, he pretty much wins every single time he's in Italy. It's just what happens. Yeah. So, I mean, it's happened the last two teams he's went to. Why should I believe it wouldn't happen again if you gave him the players he wants? Plain and simple. That's all it takes. Give him the players he wants. He'll probably win in Italy. At least within 2 years, I would assume.
That's the thing. They got slapped up by Hellas Verona, in the first game.
Oh, Verona first game. Hellas Verona first game. Josh Doig ball. If you know, you know. Josh Doig ball.
Josh Doig. So these men need to get their business in order unless they want Conte to resign in the next week or so.
Conte is such a great manager for us, man.
He was,
bro. And in the end, it's
Now
like
he's-
in the end, this is the thing, right? This is what I was saying on Ahmed's channel. Like, if they go and they spend 40 million on Lukaku, right? They have Lukaku and Victor on their books.
Yeah.
You think they're going to be able to get anybody else?
Nope. No chance.
So, yes, they do run separately. And that's to our advantage. Okay.
It is.
Like I just said, if Lukaku goes to Napoli, let's just say tomorrow for the sake of our conversation. Let's say Lukaku to Napoli, here we go, 35 or 40 million loan with obligation to buy. Okay? Let's just say that's the case. All right? So let's just write it up, 40 million obligation to buy. 1 second. Let me just do one of these guys here. Do one of these guys here. Okay. You'll see where I'm going with this. We just sold Broya, right? Or loan Broya for a loan with an obligation to buy if Ipswich stays up. That number was 30 million.
Yeah. Brilliant business.
Oh, 100%. I didn't even think it was 30 mil, to be honest.
Yes, 30.
Let's say in the end, right? Victor takes a loan with an obligation to buy for 100 million. Look at how much money we've put away for next year that we would get for Victor before we would get Victor. I think they might. Because they got this playmaker that I from the championship that I watched that I'm very interested to see how he's going to do. I'm very, very interested. And I think Omari and getting Broya, Delap, between those three, I think they stay up. I think Leicester's going to have a rough time. And then they got the 4-point deduction on top of it. I think Forest is going to have a rough time.
Yeah.
I have no idea unless Evan Nilsson scores 20 goals, this 18 to 20 goals. Bournemouth are going to have a rough time. They just don't have goals in their team.
So you're a bit Evan Nilsson, you're a bit unsure on him.
Yeah, for sure. I'm very unsure. I've watched him for Brazil, and it's like, can I get a little bit more vim from you, bro? Like just a little bit more vim. Like give me a little bit more aggressiveness.
Yeah.
Almost dropped it.
That's the thing, because they dropped 30 mil on him, or just over 30 mil.
40.
40.
Yeah.
Spent 80% of that Solanke money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he does. But yeah, I think they might struggle, to be fair. Them, Leicester, and probably Forest, I'd say.
Say we need to strike.
I'm pulling up the table right now, just to have a look. See here.
Oh, we're doing Ipswich. I'm definitely gonna be looking in some more Ipswich games than that, bro.
Yeah.
Well, now we're Ipswich fans, bro.
Yeah. To be fair, though, they got Amari Hutchinson, so
Fuck,
you shouldn't
you know.
be too worried, to be fair, because he's a creative player as
Yeah,
well.
is
so
it Everton getting a points deduction too?
I believe so. They could be, yeah.
Probably. It's Everton. We're
Yeah,
in a
Sammy Sonny's.
relegation battle, game 1.
Wait, is he actually Irish Prime? I don't think he was. I know he's of Hungarian descent, but I wasn't sure what his national team is.
I was worried about Fulham until they made those signings.
Who'd they sign exactly?
Yeah, this is the guy I was
He does
talking about,
too.
bro.
Should look at that.
This kid's good, man. I watched him play. I watched like a 2 or 3 games of I forget what team he played for. Why am I blanking? That's some high moment shit. But they have all the championship games on ESPN Plus, so I can just.
Are you talking about Blackburn Rovers, right?
He plays for Blackburn.
Oh, he did. He did play for him.
That's where I watched him. I watched him when I went to go watch Wharton before he came here.
Correct. Yeah. So Blackburn Rovers. Yeah.
That's where I watched him. Yeah, Greaves is a good defender.
Yeah, Hull City defender. Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
He's the one Everton would most likely go if they lost Braithwaite, but they didn't really lose Braithwaite.
Not yet, at least. They losing that kid.
Oh,
That
100%.
team needs to go fucking down, bro.
It's around 10 mil or something, I think Hull City value him. Thereabouts.
Fucking Southampton probably goes down too. I'd probably say Southampton, Leicester. Vardy would have to do a madness to keep him up.
Yeah.
Which
so it is Haku as well.
Prime thinks Vardy's the 3rd best striker in the league, maybe 4th.
And even at his age, he's making them runs.
Once we get Victor, then he's 5th. Right, Prime? Leicester, Bournemouth, and Nottingham Forest all getting a point early proves me badly at this current moment, but it's early season.
Yeah. With Everton, yeah, because they're always going to play that one style of football under Daesh. Like, it's just... yeah. It's going to take a...
He said, Prime thinks Vardy's Nigerian.
That is wild.
I always got to say, fuck Jamie Vardy, by the way. Just so you guys know. Fuck Jamie Vardy. He destroyed my local team back in my city. So.
Oh, shit.
He bought it, and then a year later, it was gone.
As in liquidated, gone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. That is bad. I'm guessing that's Latimus's list.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I don't even know what happened, but
I mean, there's a lot of things going into running a football club, to be fair. Like, some of these ex-footballers think it's just that simple. Buy it and then just run it, like, maybe, I don't know, get a handful of people who sort of know what they're doing and think that they can sustain the club. That's not how
he's
it
a
works.
better player than a businessman.
Yeah.
Yeah, now Drogba owns part of the team where I live now. I'm talking about my hometown back in New York, though. But yes, Drogba owns the team I live that I live at now in Phoenix. All right.
Gotcha.
I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I appreciate everybody coming by. We've been going for almost 2 hours here. We're at like an hour 45. This was like an impromptu show. I wasn't planning on doing a show today, and I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. So
I do you think, Joey? It's all good.
So I'm glad everybody came through. Hope you guys have a great night. Hopefully we get some more news on Victor soon. And up the Blues and up the Chelsea.
Up the Chelsea. Bless up everyone.